Hi, my name is Jonathan Baker, and this is my American culture reaction video to the article Body Ritual Among the Nazi-Rema from my communication class. The article talks about the Nazi-Rema culture, which is America spelled backwards so that we can view it from an outsider's perspective. The article presents an insightful and thought-provoking analyst offering an original perspective in America. It reminds us that our culture is one of many and we often forget this fact. Overall, it's a compelling piece that helps us reconnect with reality. People often use interesting language to describe doctors and therapists. However, the way therapists are discussed may imply certain assumptions about their profession. Witch doctors. Many people hold preconceived ideas about certain professions, such as witch doctor, who claims to rid individuals of demonic possession, a role usually reserved for priests. I agree with the host's skepticism about the effectiveness of the treatment from the practitioner, as there is no guarantee of a cure. Depending on the disease, additionally, such treatment can be expensive. I'm also not entirely convinced that women in the past did not breastfeed their babies, despite the claim. Although affluent women may have hired wet nurses, poor women may not have had the same resources. Additionally, we should consider that the article was written in the 1950s and may not accurately reflect current practices. In my opinion, the depiction of American culture to this portrayal is quite negative. The individuals are portrayed as uncivilized and disagreeable with a strong focus on correcting their flaws. However, the depiction does touch upon popular cosmetic procedures like breast augmentation and reduction. For number 2, getting tattoos has become a widely accepted trend in our society. An interesting number of individuals opting to ink, even those who were not initially interested in it. Although tattoos have been around for a while, they have recently gained mainstream acceptance. However, some older generation may not share the same positive view as younger ones, despite the growing trend. Tattoos are used by certain cultures, such as Native Americans and Samoan cultures, to showcase their achievements and social standings. Tattoos have been used as a form of communication since the 5th century by ancient Greeks. Later, the Romans utilized the practice to identify and label slaves and criminals. For number 3, during the 1910s, 20s, and 30s, tattoos were mainly linked with people who were considered outsiders, like sailors, circus performers, and prisoners. Sailors used tattoos to document their voyages, resulting in the rise of mythological themed tattoos such as anchors. Additionally, some tattoos had meaning with the maritime community, such as swallow tattoo signifying that a sailor had traveled 5,000 miles, and a turtle tattoo indicating that they had crossed the equator. However, tattoos were not common at the same time due to the stick and poke technique. In the 1940s, women stepped up to support United States workforce, while men proudly displayed their service in the armed forces. It wasn't long during the 1950s that people were back to being bad because of wanting a more conservative society. People started sword the peace sign during the 1960s due to the disapproval of the Vietnam War. There was an increase in the complexity and size during the 1970s. In the 1980s, tattooing was a way to express yourself. Then in the 1990s, they were used to cover scars and new feminine style to emerge. Even after they became more popular, they remained shamed for being used. For number 4, it says that in Leviticus chapter 19, verse 28, you shall not honor the dead by doing anything to yourself, nor shall you wear tattoos on your body. Because of this, many Christians would go to hell if they did this. I think it's been a beneficial thing because it allows us to express ourselves, just like our music, our clothes, or anything else that we did that separates us from society. Also, someone once decided that tattoos are bad or national. And it's ridiculous that we just decide to listen to them, and instead of making tattoos normal, or at least acceptable. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.